Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dora, and the sport I'm going to talk about is skateboard and paddleboard. And just that you know, I will ask some questions, and I prepared some like rice, this cool lollipop and play with it, and some mask for eyes and face. I hope you can give me some attention and answer my question. First, I'm going to start it with a fun fact. So for skateboarding, most people, 70% of people will use their left foot in the front, and another 30% will be right foot. And we call left foot in the front is regular, and right foot in the front is goofy. And why goofy, you might wondering? It's because a pretty cute story, I think. This character, I think most people know it. It's a Disney character because in this episode, he used his right foot on the front for surfing. And this is something I will cover for today. I will introduce a little bit about skateboard and paddleboard. And second will be why I think everyone should play it. And the third is how I will promote it. So skateboard basically just like surfing on the land because surfing needs to depending on the weather and weather cannot be controlled. So people put wheels on the board and become skateboard. And for paddleboard, it's like a combination of skateboard and snowboard because snowboard you use your hips, your waist to twist and make different direction. And I'm going to share some difference. So skateboard, you need to one foot to push, so you move forward. But paddleboard, you don't need to. Paddleboard, you just twist and wiggle a little bit, and you can move. And another difference is paddleboard is easier to make turns and more smooth. And here is a video of me when I was young, when I was little, and played paddleboard. Make turns. So you can see it's pretty smooth and easy. I think compared to skateboard, I can even hold an umbrella. So first question. One difference between skateboard and paddleboard. You know the answer. Please raise your hand. You can choose a prize. Or you have your own ideas, okay. Don't need to be mine. Anyone know the answer? Yes.
I think skateboard is easier to say
Thank you you can choose, you can come to the front and choose which one you want. And the reason I think why should people play this sports? I would say I have 6 reasons, but putting it in one word, it would be bananas. I think banana is kind of shaped like a skateboard, and also 6 reasons. So first reasons is balance. When you learn skateboarding or riding paddleboard, you also learn balance. And I think balance is very important. I think as a Taiwanese, people learn how to ride a scooter, and it's also important for ride a scooter, importance. And next is alone. I mean, it's not negative, it's positive because in modern society, people are very busy. You cannot find a right time and right person to do a sport with you together. It will be pretty difficult. And you can do skateboarding or riding paddleboard alone. And it's not that hard. So as you can see in the previous video, I ride a paddleboard. I learned by myself. I don't have a teacher or coach anything. Even though I cannot skateboarding right now, but the dogs can. And because it's not very hard, so you are very easily to have achievement. For me, it's very important too because you need to have achievement, so you won't give up on a sport. And the next is novel, especially for castleboard. It was invented on like 2000s. It's a pretty young sport. And last but not least is anytime. You don't need to find a time to do this sport. You want to go to a 7-Eleven nearby, you want to buy a dinner, don't need to worry about walking or riding scooter, riding a castleboard or skateboarding. And the last question. Can anyone thought about a reason that make you want to try skateboard or castleboard? Yes? Yeah, then you can choose price. And how I will promote these two sports. Like close to the campus, there is one playground for skateboarding. It's just in the down the Chifu station. So there's a playground. And I would like to open a store there. There is already a store, so I would like to move it after they move out. It's closer with the neighborhood, and because your target audience just arrived around the corner, they may need to repair their wheels. And today they repair their skateboard's wheel. Tomorrow they may buy a new castleboard. And I would like to build a playground around the Ramen because it's the biggest store in Taiwan, and around the store there's a lot of ground and a lot of place, not much building. And those playgrounds can make people try their tool, try their board after they buy it. And they might go, oh, I need a helmet, I need a bag for carrying my board. And they can be free advertising. For example, people want to visit Decathlon for buying swimsuits, but they may go, wow, it's so cool. And when they walk in the store, I might say, let's take a look at the skateboard department. And they could be interesting and buy a skateboard. In conclusion, I want to say, I think skateboarding or riding a castleboard, not just a sport. It could be a tool for you to commute. It could be a lifestyle. And those reasons and benefits, they are more than that. There's more than 6. And I think my promotion idea to make skateboarding or riding castleboard into people's daily life, into neighborhood, feel closer. So when they thought about Decathlon, not just about skateboarding or castleboard, it could be other sport also. So my promotion idea cannot just promote skateboarding or castleboard, it could be other sports. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Ivy. And first, I want everyone to imagine this. If you fall from a high place, how would you feel first? Does anyone can answer me? Okay. Other answer? Okay. And I think everyone fall from a high place will feel painful or have serious injury. And what if I told you there is a way to fall and not get hurt at all? Would you believe it? And okay, this news is about a boy whose head inserted into the screw on the street light and then he died. And I have the same familiar experience before. One time I was going outside and I was reaching something from a high place and I fell. And then right under my head, is a big metal screw of the street light. It's real. But my head wasn't injured at all. Do you know why? Because I did this. This is the basic preventive movement of judo called ukemi. And my body reacted naturally and protect my head. And so today I'm going to introduce judo. Judo is a martial art from Japan and it was created by Kano Chikolo. And judo has many levels and different colors of its belts. And judo divided into two main techniques. First one is nagawaza, and you can think your simple word is throwing. It's trying to use your body to throw your opponent to the ground. And the other one is osaikomi. You can call it groundwork. It's trying to focus it on controlling and holding your opponent to the ground. And okay, there is a video I want to share. Is a basic movement that if you fall from a high place, you can do this. This is me, and I jump across a person who's standing in the middle of a stage. That's so it's just like when you fall from a high place, you can do this movement. And the other video is about when you meet someone who wants to attack you, what should you do? Use judo. Help us how to protect ourselves. Okay, judo is good for our body, especially muscular strength, power, and flexibility. And I think judo is a special exercise that it can improve 3 of them at the same time. And I will use myself as an example. I was learning judo from 4th grade of my elementary school. And before I learned judo, you can see my physical fitness is just normal, and I was even underweight. And after 1 year of training, you can see a huge improvement before 1 year. So I think, and this is my best grade in recent years. So you can see judo makes my body better and better. And judo also provides a lot of opportunities like exchange program, and such as our team, we will invite Canadian coach to teach us. And this is me, and this is the coach from Canada. And the other is earning money, and the judo prize money in Taiwan is quite attractive, such as in Yunlin. It's not as developed as Kaohsiung or Taipei, but our money is attractive. Such as when you join a competition, a small competition, you can get $6,000. And if you join a national competition and got top 3 can get more than $10,000. And if you, like recently there is a competition called 全中运 or 全大运, and if you get top 3 in this competition, you can get more than $50,000. So, needless to say, in Kaohsiung or Taipei, you can earn more money. And okay, so judo is not just about fighting or winning medals, it's about learning how to protect ourselves and how to grow stronger. At the beginning, I told you about falling, and in judo we learn how to fall safely. But more importantly, we learn how to stand up again. And in life, we all fall sometimes, and such as in school, in competition, or in our personal life. But while like in judo, it's really matter is not how hard we fall, but how strong we stand up again. And so if you ever have a chance, I hope you guys can try judo. It not only can protect yourself, but also make you stronger inside. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Janet. Have you ever feel like any kind of sport is exhausting, you sweat, makes you uncomfortable, and it's just hard to continue? So when it comes to an exercise that don't feel sweaty, body feels lighter, and at the same time you can still stay fit, that's swimming. So when we were in the first year as a freshman, we all have to take the swimming lesson, right? So I want to ask, raise your hand if you would rather choose anything else rather than swimming in the first year. Raise your hand. Yeah, some people, yeah. Here's swimming is the best whole body exercise. It can improve our cardiovascular health and build muscles and help reduce our stress. Unlike many other sports, swimming feels more cooling and relaxing. But here's the problem. In Taiwan, research shows that only 44% of people know how to swim. And this percentage actually decreases from north to south regions. The question is, if swimming is so beneficial, why aren't more people doing it? From observation, the reasons are simple. Many people think swimming is troublesome. You have to prepare your own equipment and change clothes and have to shower after. Second, afraid of water. Many of my class are afraid of water, therefore they cannot even leave the shore. And not just because they can't swim, they feel unsafe and feel embarrassed. And third, you will feel bored. To me, it's not only competing with other swimming pools, it's competing with convenience and entertainment. People can easily go to gyms like Anytime Fitness or just stay home watching Netflix because it requires less effort and preparation and less fear. If we want to promote swimming, we cannot just say it's healthy. We must make it easier and safer and more interesting than the alternatives. Okay, let's look at a real example. The YMCA. So when I was young, I actually participated in this organization on how to swim when I was in the elementary school. Organizations like YMCA have successfully attracted people to swim. Our trial classes, people don't need to commit. Provide beginner-friendly levels. No one can feel embarrassed. It emphasizes safety, reduce fear. In other words, they are not just teaching swimming, they are removing the barriers. Some of these things are written on the business promotion strategy called the promotion period. At the bottom is the most important layer, the attraction. This is where most people fail because they try to convince people to like swimming. But our approach is different. At this stage, we are not trying to make people love swimming. We are simply trying to make it easy enough to try. For example, we can create zero effort entry experience where people don't need to prepare anything to come to the pool. We can design short 10-minute trials so the commitment feels small. We can introduce beginning challenges like float for 10 seconds to create curiosity. And we can design social entry where people come with friends instead of coming alone. All of these ideas focus on one thing, reducing friction and lowering psychological barriers. The second layer is conversion. Once people try, we need to help them stay. Here we design experience that make people feel safe and engaged. For example, peer-friendly programs for beginners, game-based swimming activities, guide experience with support. At this stage, swimming becomes not just an activity, but a positive experience. The top layer is retention and profits. This is where long-term value is created. We can introduce membership system, regular courses, lifestyle-based swimming spaces. At this level, swimming becomes part of daily life. So overall, the pyramid shows how people move from trying to enjoy to committing. Conclude, I would like to return to the beginning. Exercise doesn't have to be painful or uncomfortable. Swimming has the potential to be something different, something relaxing, social, and enjoyable. But to make that happen, we must rethink how we promote it. We are not just promoting a sport, we are redesigning an experience. Based on my project about promoting swimming, I realized that many people avoid swimming because they feel it is troublesome or they are afraid of water. Therefore, I would like to work in the swimming department at Decathlon to help design solutions that lower these barriers and where swimming becomes easy to try and enjoyable to continue. That's when the real change happens.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jenna. First, imagine a sport that is more energy efficient than cycling and more beginner-friendly than skateboarding. It sounds like a dream for urban commuter, doesn't it? Today, I show you how Decathlon is redefining urban navigation with the modern scooter. We want you to express the perfect harmony of agility, speed, and modern design. It's time to stop fighting the city and start gliding through it. And so, what makes the scooter so special? It is a unique hybrid that blends the core elements of skateboarding and biking. First, biking's stability. It features a T-bar stinger and ergonomic handlebars, giving you ultimate directional control and a comfortable upright posture. Second, skateboard agility. It uses a lock to the front deck and small and wheels, allowing for sharp turns and nimble navigation. The result is an incredibly intuitive ride that requires zero balance skills, making urban mobility highly accessible to everyone. Why should you choose the scooter? Because it offers unmatched advantage for your daily life. First, portability. It is affordable, compact, and lightweight. You can easily carry it in onto the MRT, the bus, and store it quickly under your office desk. Second, low impact. It provides a gentle, effective cardiovascular workout that is significantly easier on your knees and joints compared to running. Third, high efficiency. You can navigate effortless through crowded sidewalks and bypass heavy traffic, reducing your daily commute time drastically. Elevator commute. Beyond being sports gear, the scooter seamless integrates into your life by solving the first and last mile. It bridges the crucial gap between public transit stations and your final destination. It transports a mountain commute into an engaging, enjoyable experience. You will arrive at your destination energized and ready for the day, without the sweats associated with intensive cycling. Let's figure out how it compares to other transport. Learning curve. While a bicycle takes space and a skateboard takes weight, the kick scooter takes only minutes to master. Maintenance is a very low maintenance tool compared to the medium maintenance required for bikes. Our computer prevents scores to prove its dominance with a 95% rating for portability and storage and 19% for ease of learning. It is the superior choice for dynamic, short distance, urban commuting. Finally, we are pushing the boundaries of industrial design. Today's scooters are no longer just utilitarian devices. They are a modern fashion statement. Aesthetics with urban, motor-colored finish and modular components. You can express your unique personal style on the streets. Customization. You can even use customizable grid text to make yours. Conclusion. The scooter is just not a toy, it is a efficient, stylish, and essential tool for modern urban application. Thank you for listening.